then he can certainly give praise and thanksgiving to his great name in wholeness for choosing him from among all those who are standing ready to serve the Creator. It is a great work for the complex brain completed in both those opposites, so that they are set in his heart forever and one.
Okay, L'chaim. I think we have a bit of a problem here with the sound on our side. No problem, but we can continue. That's all good. Okay, so we've got a workshop question here, friends. I'll just put in the chat. Okay, so the workshop question is, to complete the prayer and the work, what does this mean to you, and how can we meet this condition? Okay, to complete the prayer and the work. The text was quite deep and involved, and I'm just leaving this open for the friends. What does prayer mean for you, and to have a complete prayer? Who would like to start? It's a very, very important part of our work. Johnny, how about you, mate?
Yeah, I was hoping it wasn't me. I'm feeling so tired at the moment. To complete the prayer in the work, what does it mean to you, and how can we meet this condition? Well, to complete the prayer is one raises, together with the friends, the group, we raise man. And as we raise man, the reforming light, the Creator, hears us and takes his role in giving us mud. So this is how we actually complete the cycle, the igulim, like we've been taught by Rav, in order for us to understand the purpose of creation and our role and our duty, our responsibility is his role as the Rosh in the part of the nations in order to obtain correction. And that is correction of the world to receive, but not by elimination, but by covering it with love, so that we can obtain, with his help, the world to bestow. Godfrey?
Okay. Friends, one moment, Godfrey. We're just going to disconnect here from the Zoom, and then we're going to reconnect, because we've seen there's some problem on our side. We're not, the sound is coming up correctly. So we're just going to disconnect and we'll reconnect, okay? One moment, friends, before you carry on. So just one moment, Godfrey. Okay.
Okay.
One second. Okay, friends, can you hear me? Yeah? Okay, so I just hope the other friends will connect. Godfrey, can you talk? Here we are, the friends are coming.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. Okay, terrific. Are we missing anyone that was on the Zoom?
Tuso.
Tuso. Okay, if someone can message Tuso and ask him to reconnect.
Johan.
Aha.
Johan.
I'll just send a message here. Okay. Sorry about this. So.
You know, can you paste the question again?
Yeah, sure. Okay, great. Johan's back. And Tuso. Anybody know what's happening with Tuso? Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, Godfrey, continue. If anyone,
Okay,
Fifi's here. If anyone could just contact Tuso and just let him know to reconnect if he can. Okay, thanks. Please carry on, Godfrey. We hear you good. I hear you good now.
So good. To complete the prayer in the work, what does this mean to you, and how can we meet this condition? The most important is that here we are. We have a very wonderful group. And this group, we have all zeroed. We are for the friends. We connect for the friends and support the friends and raise the prayer for the friends. Because we want the friend to achieve the conscious form of the Creator. We are zero, we don't want anything for ourselves. And therefore, for us to meet that condition, to raise the prayer and to complete a prayer, is to just let go of yourself and do nothing but connecting with the friends that only through connection, and that you are carrying them on your back, that you assume that you are the carrier for the friends. And therefore, you want the friends to feel the environment, to feel the liberation of the Creator. They are all what you have got. So it is only through humbleness, through the connection, the very deep connection with the friends, and by raising a prayer. So the connection is the key. Once we are able to come together and connect, then when the prayer is raised, it is complete. Without the connection, without the zeroing, without total annulment, we can't meet that condition. So we have at all times do total annulment, and from our zeroness, raise the prayer. Give us the condition to raise the prayer to the Creator. Renard.
Thanks, Gottfried. Yeah, and then to perceive or to conceptualize or to maybe see the end of the act, meaning that even before we receive from the Creator, we want to already conceive of, to perceive in a sense, even if it's just by imagination. We want to see the end of the act, to see that it's all good and to give thanks to the Creator. Johan.
Yeah, looking at the morning lessons this last couple of days, this answer can be stretched so wide, between the middle line, after the left line and the right line and the middle line. This is exactly what this prayer is that we send up. It's like the P say. I couldn't remember the exact words, but it's plea and maybe complain. in a way, and you're begging the Creator for some stuff. And then on the other hand, there's the thanksgiving and praise. And like you said, when you feel the Creator is near, it feels like you can complain about everything and moan and groan and stuff. But then again, when you give the thanksgiving and praise, is when there's arvut. You know, when you experience, I'm just talking here, guys. It's when you experience the connection and stuff. That's the one part. The other part is again what Ralph's answer to that friend that said, "What is joy?" You know, that is when you really truly see the Creator, not as far off and not as too close, but as one. You know, when you totally can see the Creator in everything, and that changes your prayer a lot. Because the other thing that we don't have in the prayer is the need for a reward. That's one thing that's not so easy for me in just letting the prayer come out of my heart. You know, it's not to have a reward, but to see the rewards within the groups and within the friends. And like the Kabbalah saying says, he that prays for the friends is answered first. But still, even there, the ego is, okay, I'll pray for my friends because I'm going to get a reward first. You know, it's really tricky. This. Fifi is just listening. I think, Jono, that leaves you. Richard, did you speak? No, I can't remember.
No. So yeah, it's raising the prayer for the many. It's you know, like realizing what not realizing, but like in this world, you know, when we are out and about in corporeality and dealing with the nations, you know, we through our distorted vision and our fogged up glasses, we kind of like come across all these desires and deficiencies that are out there. And this is how we then, you know, raise a prayer for the many, and we become these conduits that channel light through to the planet, and that's how the correction occurs. So I think we complete the prayer by, you know, raising the prayer for the many, with our eyes on the end goal, which is to bring correction onto the planet through becoming these conduits, which we're in training for. So yeah.
Okay, L'chaim. Yahoo. Yahoo. Sorry. Sorry, my friend.
Yes,
Yahoo.
my brothers, yes, I have joined you.
Okay, so we have a question, Yahoo. Reinhardt's just put it up. A workshop question. To complete the prayer and the work, what does this mean to you, and how can we meet this condition?
How do we complete the work? The question again.
To complete the prayer. The prayer is a very, very important part of our work, in the work. What does this mean to you? How can we meet this condition?
Yes, prayer is a necessary aspect of man, mortal man, in the sense that when man gets to his final condition, or when man hits the wall, when man comes to the realization that he, out of himself, he cannot do anything, then he will have to appeal to a force or to an institution outside himself, out of himself. That is the reason why we pray to the Creator. We pray so that the collective will of the friends will come to bear on the request that we make in prayer. Prayer, in short, is a communication with the Creator or our inner selves. Lahaim.
Lahaim, yo. Okay, we have Tuso also with us. Tuso, we want to hear from you, my friend. To complete the prayer and the work, what does this mean to you, and how can we meet this condition? Can you talk, Tuso? Okay, I will say one or two words and then we'll go back to Tuso. We'll see if we can talk. Yeah, the prayer is a fundamental part of our work. And as the friend said, it has to be a complete and full action from all of us together, combined action together. And it has to come from the bottom of our hearts, where we really appeal to the upper force to take us to that next degree, to take us to the next stage of development, which is beyond our nature, beyond our egoistic nature, to the zone of the force of bestowal. All of our work is basically how do we get to the stage, to the point of a complete prayer. You know, all the preparation that we do, all the work that we do between the friends in the group, or the distribution that we do, or the prayer before the prayer, or the thoughts, etc. The years and years of work, because it's, you know, it's a combined action that we need to build between us, such that we are in equivalence of form with the upper force. So it's what we live for day in, day out. Get to morning class so that we can develop this lack within us, such that we can develop this prayer and ask, this deep asking from the bottom of our hearts for the upper force to accept us within a zone and to start working in parallel with it. Okay, l'chaim, friends. Tuso, you able to speak, my friend?
So your mic is open, but we can't hear you if you're speaking. I see you dropped again, Jono.
Okay. All right, what about Fifi? Can you, Fifi's just listening, yeah? All right. Okay, we're going to hear a clip now. That was from the morning lesson, friends. And then we'll carry on with our topics that we will cover together. Shmoli?
So the conclusion that I draw is that the Creator wants to awaken me by means of this bad state. He makes me feel unpleasant. He awakens hatred in me towards the whole world. And then I feel that it automatically reached a state where I already have this Chafetz Chesed, delighted in mercy, and my conclusion is that I never participated in this process to begin with. So in that case, I keep feeling that I'm losing something. I understand that I had to be active, but I wasn't. So how to be active in that state, and should I be active? Or the scrutiny that the Creator does everything is enough, and all is required for me is that recognition.
Try to go through these two states, and you will understand what could be as a result of it. And if you have yet to go through these two states in a sufficient, full manner, then you're not yet feeling what needs to come out of it. Because from this, there should be a very special result. I don't want to talk about it at the moment. You also need to understand that to be a teacher is to give each time exactly according to the correct state, the next dose.
Okay. Now, Johnny sent me some very important information today, and I'm going to put in the chat, which I have done now. Now, the North American Congress team needs a nomination from the Africa CLE to be the ambassador for Africa for the focus group, a manager to work with the North American team. So, Johnny, do you want to just elaborate a little bit on this for the Friends? And then maybe we can talk about who the Friends would like to nominate as the ambassador here. Johnny, please.
Okay, so Sasha sent me an email requesting that he wants one representative from Africa, that can actually be the communication point between them and Africa to the Friends, both the men and the women, so that, there's ease of communication and correspondence and structure and importance can be given to this North American Congress. So pretty much like what we did with the previous Congress, where we open up communication channels, like, for example, we did with Moscow and with Africa. It's an essential role, and I think it's definitely, Sasha couldn't stop stressing for me how important a duty and a responsibility like this is for a country and for a group, because it sets one up in order to form a Congress within our own areas, our respective areas, for example, Ghana or South Africa or Nigeria. So I think it's important that the Friends really take this seriously and say that, if I've got some time and I can do it, then I will have the support of the other Friends. Please, we either need your nomination or the Friends need to nominate. There was some correspondence on the Facebook Messenger. Enoch and Bright, they wanted to nominate me, but Friends, I must be honest, I can be on a supporting role. For me to be in front of this at this point in time, I'm sorry, I said to them both that I declined. But whoever is nominated, I'm prepared to definitely give a supporting role and assist the Friends. So please, if there's anyone who can do this duty and just connect between us and North America with the Congress, be highly appreciated. L'chaim.
L'chaim, Johnny. So friends, let's talk about this. Or we feel ready to nominate somebody at this stage. The Congress is not far away. It's just over a couple of, I think, 2 to 3 weeks, maybe just over a month, maybe, I think. Johan is, Reinhard has put Johan. Anyone else? Yes, Johan, would you like to speak? Anyone, please.
Johan just gave me the evil finger. It's not the evil eye anymore, it's the evil finger. I gaan hom afbyt. I'm going to bite him off.
So everyone's
Guys, I
quiet.
don't mind doing it. I'm I'm in the marketing team for the young group. I'm in the lesson preparation, the preparation or the development for the lesson with Zohar for the Congress. I'm in the preparation of the Congress thing, even though I don't get to the meetings because it's 7 p.m. Israeli time, but I'm part there as well, and I'm passing on information from the friends. I'm also on another WhatsApp group for the technical side. Me and Johnny, I think we over there. There's a bunch of stuff coming from there. You know, I'm active in this group as well. Whatever is needed, I'll do here. But I don't think I'll do it. But I really think somebody else needs to take this on. At the moment, I'm basically seeing Johnny's the only person I'm seeing trying to get everywhere as well. So that's why I would think, you know, take us out of the equation. Let's choose a friend that feels a desire for connection and wanting to connect the African Kli. But again, if nobody is going to put their hands up, you know, you can default me. I don't mind. I'll try and fit it in.
Yes, like friends.
Fifi, we don't hear you, buddy.
I think you're covering your mic. No, very, very soft.
Soft.
Okay, that's better.
Okay. What I was trying to say is that everyone is willing to take this responsibility upon himself to do this connection for the African Kli, and it's very unfortunate that there will be some program, or let's say some very important things that have been come across some of us our ways, and but I wish I could take this responsibility, but I don't really know how. I don't really know how I can connect during the Congress, but we all try and see, because we don't know what's in our front and what will happen next. But we all wish to take this responsibility. As I'm talking to now, I don't have anything that's actually doing, and I wish I could take upon myself. But if I could do this and then not connect in the Congress, it would be something like I don't know how to say it, but let's see. I think one of the friends or some of the friends will take this upon themselves and do it, because we are all one. We are all together. It's only that the connection for us all. So if none of us is not or will not able to do it, I will take that responsibility upon myself. Lahaim.
Lahaim.
Lahaim. I think. Godfred, are you speaking?
Go ahead. When we finish, I'll speak. Go ahead. When you finish, I'll speak.
Okay, thank you. I don't know. The funeral that is ahead of Fifi, I don't know how he will be able to combine these activities. It could be a funeral of a distant relative, that I know. But if it is with your mother and that you are playing a central role and that the family is looking up to you, there is always a problem. But there is a nomination for Johan. I think I will back the nomination so that Johan can go in. But the argument that Reynard and Johnny is putting up, you see, anything that happens, either through the friends or whatever not, is precipitated by the Creator. So if there is an assignment and for any reason you think your hands are full, let us go deeper into ourselves and keep on asking ourselves, is it really the case, you know, and I know we always look at it that way. But in all things, the Creator will make a way to accommodate whatever He wanted us to do. On the final note, I see an Ashdine. I don't know who that Ashdine is. Lahaim, friends.
Lachaim. Gottfried, you wanted to speak?
Lahaim.
Gottfried, you're on mute.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Thanks. Yeah. You have spoken. You have all spoken. In fact, unfortunately for us, there has been difficulty here in respond to the period that the Congress is occurring with some of us in Ghana with very unfortunate major funeral activity for myself. Now, we in Ghana have developed the focus system, and we can have any one of the friends to play the role easily. I'm able to play the role easily if I'm not, won't be available at the period and won't be in Accra. And therefore, Johan, who has also so well trained to manage, I think that Johan, last time, Richard and Johnny were managing because they were the part of the focus group in the last Middle Congress, which we had. I played the focus group for BB Accra, and then the SA played the role with Johnny and Richard. But Johan is so equipped, and he's also very well developed in doing those acts. So I would think that because we have a technical challenge here, that will not be in Accra, we will be outside Accra. And the Congress is not, what do we call it? It's midnight in Ghana. And if midnight in Ghana and I am not in Accra, it's become a bit difficult to support the friends. However, we will try to connect and support the friends in all activities. The only challenge is that because myself and Yao maybe will not be able to be physically available as much as we can, that is where the technical challenge is. So we will want to put our weight behind Johan, that Johan should take the focus group, manage it with us, and all of us will be within him. And wherever we are, we will try to connect with the group because we are not in Accra. We will be traveled. I will leave Accra and traveled during the 2 days of the Congress and become technically challenged because we will not be able to see how best the connection is going to be with me and where I'll be staying, how the connection is going to be. So, friends, we have the technical difficulty in here because I'm having a major activities. They're the same day like the Congress, the same period with the Congress. It's a very major crash for me, and therefore I support Johan to do the work for the group. And it is Africa, and we will try to connect wherever we are in supporting Johan in delivering. Lahaim.
Okay, Lachaim.
Lahaim, go for it.
No pressure, Johan, no pressure.
Johan, it's yours, buddy. You ready to take on the job for the friends? They love you very much.
Johan sê net ja.
We
Sê net ja.
We want let Young Fifi support Johan from BB Accra. So Johan, you have Young Fifi supporting you from BB Accra. You are sister from Fifi supporting you. Okay, so don't feel you are okay. We are all behind you, Johan. Don't say a word. Just accept it. Thanks.
L'chaim Fifi.
Johan, all the brothers are behind you. All the brothers have decided And so the majority has decided. The individual has no say. Grade 1.
No coercion, no coercion.
No pressure, Johan. No pressure.
The saying goes about an angel. It's somebody that doesn't really know what to bring to the group and what to do, and then it says the angel is that one that the group decides and tell him, listen, you're going to do that. I haven't been called an angel for a very, very long time in my life, so maybe it's time.
Okay.
L'chaim Yohan.
L'chaim Johan. Okay, Johnny, you're connected.
I just want to find out while we're busy. Can you guys hear me? Is is it chopped? Yeah, I just bought new earphones and it seems that was a problem.
The static noise is still there, that little buzzing, but it's not bad as it was last time when we couldn't hear anything. But I think it's to do with the laptop that you're using, maybe.
Okay, Johnny, you'll brief Johan, yeah? After tomorrow or later on, yeah?
Okay, Johan, all I will do is I will give your details through to Sasha, and he will be in touch with you with, that's all the events. I just forgot to mention something, friends. What's so critical about this, and it's not just about Johan being involved, it's about every single one of us being involved. Because very soon, that it might come our way that Africa has to do a virtual Congress. And the best way for us to get experience is to really get ourselves ingrained. So Africa, we were very upset that RAV didn't come through, but it's all about preparation, and it's about each one of us adding our piece according to the root of his soul and how we each support each other. Because we've all got different qualities. So I'm really, I'm really heightening the importance of each one being available to do whatever is required from us to build the soul in the world Kli. And when the friends stretch out to say, who is Africa and how do we present Africa in the world Kli? So please, friends, it could come with, to our side sooner than when we can actually even realize. L'chaim. Thank you, Johan.
L'chaim. L'chaim. Okay, so the next topic is also really important. This is one of my favorites, friend. So this, friends, is this Africa Dissemination Project. And I want to see who has signed up. No pressure here again. You don't have to actually say yes or no, but on November the 18th, Dillis placed a message on the Africa group for the Internet Project for Africa. You have to connect up with either Mario, Omri, or Shelley on the Facebook group and ask to join the secret group to start participation in the Africa Dissemination Projects. It's a terrific opportunity. I mean, I've been studying Kabbalah now 15 years, and this is going to be training on how to do dissemination. It's going to be building dissemination in each of our countries in Africa, and it's a really good opportunity. And then there's the last thing here. Each team makes a list of 10 most important topics for each country and sends it into the email asiancleb@gmail.com. So I won't ask who's done it or who hasn't done it, but I just want to emphasize it again, friends, please get involved with it. I'm going to be involved as well. I saw there was a message, I think, for training, but it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Israel time. Is that correct? So that's a little bit problematic. So I'm going to talk to them here. Maybe there's going to be a recording of the training. At the minimum that we can share with everybody. But at the first stage, you've got to be involved in this secret group. So there's going to be trainings, I guess, advertised there. It's going to be information advertised there, sharing of statuses, what's happening. So please, I urge everyone to get involved with that. Okay, the next point is connecting with the New York friends. Okay, and as from our meeting on Sunday, Rono is in the Africa WhatsApp group, and he's asked whoever would like to connect up with the preparation for the New York Congress. You can contact Rono. He'll let you know. Reinhard has already mentioned all the groups that he's involved in. So he's in there. No reason not to contact him and see where you can get involved for the preparation for the New York Congress. So I urge all the friends to get involved with that. Does anybody want to say anything about any of those 2 points? To raise the importance.
With other 2 points, BB Accra is fully prepared and will be involved with all those 2 points because it is part of our examination plan and projects. So we will look at it. We are working on the topics of the 10 topics that it's important for the country. But I do not see why the Asian Cree, I mean, I don't understand where BB Africa has been there and we are being switched to Asian Cree. I want you to tell me exactly why is that?
No, this particular project is focused on both Asia and Africa. The email that she had on here, asianclear@gmail.com, is just an email, Gottfried, that she can get all the information for both Africa, from countries in Africa and countries in Asia. At Shelley's email for this project. It doesn't mean anything. It's just they're going to run the dissemination concurrently at the same time for Asian countries and African countries. The training is going to be for all friends in Asia and Africa, and then everyone's going to be split off into, making pages for your countries, for Africa, but the trainings are going to be the same concepts are going to be used to train the friends for Asia and train the friends for Africa. But the topics for different countries, of course, are different. Is that clear?
Okay, it's clear. Okay. So we will play our part in it, and then I believe SA will play their part together. And we need to encourage Cameroon to be part of the system. We need to encourage Abdul or one of them to be part of the system. That is where the people are active. So we need to look at how do we ensure that Cameroon participates actively in this work, because we have some friends there. And then Abdul, or how do we assess Abdul, or how do we assess James, for them to play actively involved, because they are the people we have them now. We need to help them, nurse them to play active role in this great work.
L'chaim, exactly. We've got friends. We need to look into this. In Kenya, I think we have friends. Maybe they're not really active at the moment. We've got friends in, I think Tanzania.
They have stopped coming.
Right. Tanzania, we had a friend who was working with us, and Nigeria, we got friends, of course. So please make contact with them, whoever has got their details and can help with this, and get them involved, because it's a great opportunity to build the potential for Kabbalah in those countries and other countries in Africa. Okay, but thank you. Very good point, Gottfried. Anybody else wants to say anything about this?
We need to figure out what's happening to the French guys. For a week or two, we had a lot of them join us for the morning lesson. I don't know what's happened with them now. So maybe we need to, Jono, you need to get in contact with Terence and see how we can help them. We need to get them organized in a specific way. We need to in a way, even if it's just a emotional type of a support. Dissemination is not going to be because Israel decided to come to Africa and disseminate here. It's going to be because of the individual friends like Thierry and Serge and Wagner, Nin and Abdul and all those guys in those countries making efforts to go out and disseminate, and they'll touch the people in the countries next to them as well. So these guys are very key players in our dissemination, and we need to figure out how we can get them. We need to, for instance, because they're new friends, so we need to go to what I know Terence, he's got contact with them, so we need to go and say, all right, so this is a new friends group. Let's say every Friday morning for the first lesson, first hour and a half, let's say we're going to do only the new friends, and everybody's going to be there to support them or something like that. We need to figure out a way to help them.
Reynard, on that point, I've emailed broadcasting guys for a group for Africa men French and Africa woman English. I emailed them about 2 nights ago. Let's see if they reply to me, because then we'll have 3 Africa.
Yeah, the problem is that the French guys, they need a group to support them because they're all young guys. If they already had a foundational team, that the young people can connect to, that would have been fine. So they're still very dependent on us as a foundation in order to get kick-started. So how are we going to do this? Maybe we as well need to say, all right, well, since the new guys, most of them are French, let's meet for the first hour on Friday. Everybody's going to meet in the French BB group, like you said, if they give it to us. Then we go to Galaxy in the French group, we support them there, and then we can move back to our own group or something like that. But they need to be able to feel that they come and build on us in a sense.
Just so I can emphasize here, from my understanding, I'm not excluding the French friends from this project at all, but in that meeting that we had, I think it was last Saturday, they're focusing first on English-speaking countries. And I think with regards to French, we need to speak to Terence, because Terence sort of manages French Africa totally, dissemination-wise, and also the building of the groups, etc. So I'll reach out to Terence as well and see what participation will be with French Africa with this project. And also French, you're welcome to reach out to him as well, of course. And I'll inform you what he says to me. I know Terence wasn't in that meeting as such, and I do remember they did make an emphasis that it's on English dissemination in various countries. And then those countries are going to take that potential and start building Facebook pages in the languages. For example, Reinhard, you can do a Facebook page in Afrikaans for South Africa, eventually. Or Gottfried, you can do a Facebook page in Ghana in one of the local languages. I'm not sure what the language.
I can. We are talking about it. I can for Ghana.
Great. So as we go, we will work together on that. But this is the strategy as we go. Okay. Great. So it's almost 9 o'clock here in Israel, friends. So I've got some last text.
Jono, is Anthony good? Has he landed and he's all fine?
Yeah. Anthony's great. He sent me some pictures of some Texas food, which he loves, some tacos. It was making me very jealous, but I know we're still surviving here with our food, and I didn't make any comments on that. And he had a picture of his family over there with his dad. His dad looks younger than him, actually. And he's a strong guy, you know. Anthony comes from a strong family. But no, he looks like he's having a great time over there. Today he said he was going out with his son to watch a movie and have something to eat. And, you know, he's been over here for over 2 years. And he hasn't visited his family. So it's quite emotional for him to be back there and to spend quality time with his family. And I think on his Facebook page he posted some picture of him and his grandchild. So I think it's overdue for him. Israel's not an easy place for immigrants. With Kabbalah thrown on top of it, it's not an easy place. This is a real place that's, you've all been over here. Many of you have been over here. You know what it's like. So I'm very happy that he's got some time out and he'll come back here fresh. But he's having a good time, my understanding. Great. All right, last bit of text. Yahu, would you like to read for us, my friend? Yahu, can you see the text?
Yes.
You have a beautiful voice, you know that.
Rabash Article 136, is that it?
Yes.
The binding of Isaac. The tying of Isaac. When Abraham, who is the right line, which is above reason, tied the left line, which is the mind that criticizes everything, it gave him a general picture of the situation he was in. He left all the left and took upon himself the quality of right, which is above reason. By this, he was later rewarded with the middle line. That is, there is a difference between receiving the right line before he sees the left line to a state where he renews the right line after he has seen the state of the left. Right, which is above reason, is called devotion. Since he cancels all the reason he acquired from the left line and goes above reason, and then he is rewarded with the left line. L'chaim, great friends.
L'chaim, yo. Okay, hine matov, and then we get ready for morning lesson, friends. Hine matov uman. Ha? אתה עדיין פה? Okay, one moment, we have a song. I thought Shmulia is gone, but okay, Shmulia is going to play a song and then we'll sing Hine matov, a very nice one. 1 second. I thought Shmulia actually left to go home. שיר, בבקשה.
אשריה שכפה לו אור הזוהר יורד דרכו אשרי הנער שהשכיל לשמוע בקול רב, בקול רבו. אשרי הנער שהשכיל לשמוע בקול רב, בקול רבו. בו, אשרי העם שככה לו, אור הזוהר יורד דרכו, אשרי העם שככה לו, אור הזוהר יורד דרכו.
אשרי הטף והזקן, כנף שכינה יחד תחבקם, אשרי הטף והזקן, כנף שכינה יחד תחבקם, אשרי העם שככה לו, אור הזוהר יורד דרכו, אשרי העם שככה לו, אור הזוהר יורד דרכו.
אשרי בת מלך שזכתה לשלום בית ושלווה, אשרי בת מלך שזכתה לשלום בית ושלווה, אשרי העם שככה לו, אור הזוהר יורד דרכו, אשרי העם שככה לו, אור הזוהר יורד דרכו.
אשרי בניו אשרי בנותיו, להם רואה ונאמן, אשרי בניו אשרי בנותיו, להם רואה ונאמן, אשרי העם שככה לו, אור הזוהר יורד דרכו, אשרי העם שככה לו, אור הזוהר יורד דרכו.
Meet in the morning lesson. See you in the morning lesson, friends. Beautiful meeting. Thank you. L'chaim.